Stadion in the German capital of Berlin. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy going to the air right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You look at this Colt defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Returning it, here's Hamlin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Viking 18. 60. Hey, what do you do? Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Now Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
has it left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete. The Colts at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Go.
They'll run with ETN. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second down and goal. Jones at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after here coming up. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Falcons 0.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. His throw incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Going deep for Walker. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. Wide open receiver, complete.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans, 52 yards. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And will wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Purdy. Able to hit his target Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Colts 14-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. And he'll go right back to Lamb. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
4 brings up third and inches.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy on a sneak. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Chuba Hubbard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Khalil Mack able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Get set, get set. Go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Get set. 18, watch out.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Pat Freiermuth as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down.
This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Darren Waller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Falcons 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Purdy. Will find Smith-Schuster again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Get set.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, 78 yards. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Purdy from his own end zone.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on third.
Hamler now on the return.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Get set. Yellow. 18. What's up? Yellow. Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Yellow. You're not.
Back to throw now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
18. Watch out.
Another try after the first down sack. Purdy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
18. Yellow. Stop.
Looking to throw. Purdy.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Yellow. 18. Yellow.
Purdy from the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yellow.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And the Colts
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing Jones. They'll get that underneath ETN. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Falcons 14.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Purdy. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Evans. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch out! Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll run a draw